Gas up the Jeep, it's good to be free. Load up the pans and fishing poles. The highway is long, the wheels turning round. Pack up the cook stove and the bowls. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I are on the road.
Hey everybody, I'm outside in the garage today. I'm sitting at my workbench here where I like to work on some of my old camping stoves. I'll have some cool old camping stoves. I haven't used these in a little bit. I need to clean these up. But here's a cool old Coleman, which I need to take apart and get all the parts cleaned up. But I thought today I would work on this old, this is a Carbide lantern, and they used these in the coal mines back in the day. And this is a really cool thing. This one's kind of gunked up, so it's I need to clean it up to get it working. But how these work is there's a water reservoir on top here with a little controller that controls water dripping down into the bottom. And in the bottom here you fill with calcium carbide. Looks like this. You can see that in there. Looks like gravel. But anyway, you fill the chamber in the bottom, or put some of the calcium carbide below here, and then the water drips down onto the calcium carbide, and then it produces acetylene gas, which comes up through a tube and then comes out with this little nipple right here. And then you light this, and this reflector reflects the light into the mine or the cave. These were great, used for caving back in the day as well. And you don't need batteries or anything else. As long as you have a supply of calcium carbide and water, you can keep this thing going indefinitely. So really cool thing. I just want to take the time here to clean it up a little bit and see if we can get it going. So let's see. Make sure we don't lose all these little parts. I'm going to put them in this jar here, which I'm going to put white vinegar in there in a little bit. But now this is the little flint sparker here. So a little spring. Be careful with that. Down here are the remains of some, I think it's some like cotton backing or something like that. Now I did order some extra parts for this, so I have that new cotton, this is like a filter that goes in there. That's what the kind of remnants of what was in here, like that. And then I also have some of the replacement rubber gaskets that goes around here. And then these are some replacement flints. So I think I have everything I need to rebuild this. We just need to get it all cleaned up. Now, I'm not just gonna get it all cleaned up and get all the little holes and tubes and all that all cleaned up. I do have some little wire brushes and things which I'm going to use to get in here and clean this up really good. Let's see if I can get all these openings all opened up, and also have some steel wool which I'm going to use to try to get this nice and shiny again as well. I'm going to polish this up really well, but just going to take a little elbow grease and a little bit of soaking in vinegar. So I'm going to put the vinegar right into here and get these small parts soaking in the vinegar just to get them started. Just like that. They're bubbling a little bit in there, and then I'm just going to work slowly, work on kind of getting the rest of this cleaned up. Maybe I will get these large parts into this larger container here. I'll get some vinegar on them so we can get some more. There we go. Alright, why not? Let's get these bigger parts in this vinegar here and see if I can get some of this cleaned up. Let them soak for a little bit. Alright, now we're just going to let this soak, see if we can clean it up. I forgot, I have this other one here. This is a little smaller one, miner's lamp. I need to clean this one up too. This one's not working either, but similarly, it's all gunked up. I think once I finish with this one, I'll work on the small one. I just collected these. You can get these off of eBay. They're not that expensive. They're like, I don't know, 30 to 50 bucks, something like that. Or, you know, I don't know. It's been a while. I got these years ago, so I'm not sure. Probably a lot more expensive now. Anyway, these are like super cool little things here. This one's made by, what's it say? Autolite, made in the USA. See that? That's that one. This other one's a different brand. I'll take that out of the vinegar in a bit. But I believe these are from around the 1930s. But very simple mechanism. Like I said before, just put your calcium carbide down here. This is where the water drips out on the top. There's a little adjustment here to adjust the amount of water that drips down, how quickly, and that makes the flame shoot out farther. There's a little access to fill this up with water, because this top part holds the water. It's a little lid, and then the water drips down onto the calcium carbide, produces acetylene gas, which comes out of this little tip here. And then if your flint striker is working, which this one's all seized up, it'll create a spark and it'll light this, and then a flame will come out of here. And this will last as long as you have calcium carbide in here and water in here. Super cool, super neat little things. And I can't wait to get these going. I definitely want to take these spelunking one of these days if I can. It'll be a lot of fun. Maybe in the spring I will go out to the lava caves out here in Arizona, and I'll take these out and try them out there. But right now, just want to get them going. Let's see, see if it's starting to. Oh yeah, it's starting to free up a little bit. Oh yeah, come on nicely. I don't know if you remember what that looked like just a couple minutes ago. It's starting to get all that gunk off of there. This piece, the reflector, is not too bad. I'm going to get some of this little bit of rust off of here, in the back and in the front, so I can make it nice and shiny. This one's pretty cool because it has a really large reflector on it, as opposed to this one, which has a little tiny reflector. So I assume this one's going to throw out a lot more light. I've had these lamps for years, and I just kind of threw them out here, and I haven't taken the time to clean them up. Always a project for a rainy day, and I guess today is a day, although it's not raining. Starting to see that brass down there. Now that little hole in here, I think this is the part that I'm worried about the most, but maybe I can use one of these wires on this brush to kind of poke it. Let's see. Oh yeah, seems clear. Then our little flint striker on the wheel is moving. I'm just not sure if there's another little piece of flint stuck in there. I just need to find something that I can poke down in there. I'm going to use this little drill bit to get in here and see if I can get the rest of that. Yeah, I can see that flint in there. Alright, so our last few pieces, we have this, and then we have our little cap for our flint, and then the little spring from the flint. And that looks pretty good. I didn't put it in the vinegar, but that looks pretty nice. And then we'll get this little cap cleaned up. Okay, that, and this messy, disgusting piece here. Go. Alright, that's almost clean there. I might soak that just a little bit longer and see if we can get the rest of that gunk off of there. I don't know what this is. I think it's some sort. I think it's the clamp that holds that felt filter down in there. Alright, so I poured the vinegar out and I put some clean fresh water in here so I can rinse all these parts off and get them all dried off. So I rinsed all of our parts off with water, nice clean water, and I'm going to get everything nice and dry. Like I said, I really wasn't trying to get all this like super shiny, but I do have some Brasso if I want to go back and attack that. I just want to get it. I kind of like the sort of tarnished look on there. I'll get all these parts nice and dry. So this model here is called Just Right, made in the USA. The last patent on there was November 23rd, 1915. So I'm not sure the age on this. It might be older than the 30s. It might be a little bit older. Okay. Okay, and then have our little spring that goes in there. That'll push the flint down in, and then the little cap, just like that. That goes in the front here. Let's see. Okay, and then I have those new parts and pieces. First we'll put this okay, and then this gasket. Okay, and then that other piece that we cleaned up, so we'll go down. That holds that felt, and then now I want to see if the how that little dripper nozzle works. So I'm going to put some water into the reservoir here, and supposedly this here will adjust the amount of water that comes out of the dripper. So right now there's no water coming out at all, and then when we turn this valve, oh, look at that, you can see I don't know if you can see that, the water dripping out of there. So that controls the flow of the water, so that works. That turns off. Perfect. Look at that. Alright, I think we have it all together here. So all we need to do is put a little bit of our calcium carbide into our lamp here, and then we already have some water in the little tank, and we should be able to get started. Let's try it out. I'm just going to put this amount in there to get started. And then we'll put it back on, nice and tight. And then, one thing I didn't do is I didn't put a fresh flint into our striker. Okay. Come on out of there. Oh, there's one. Put the flint, and then our little spring, and then our lid. And we'll see if that sparker works. There it goes. Okay. Alright, let's give it a shot. So we'll turn on the water, which will start dripping onto the calcium carbide, and then try it with this first. There it goes. It's starting to work a little. There it is. Look at that. There it goes. Look at that. And by adjusting the amount of water, I guess, adjust the amount of light. So I'm going to close the garage here so we can see what it looks like. There it is. Look at that. Throws off quite a bit of light. Alright, there it is. Look how cool that is. Look how much light that really puts out. That is so cool. We got it working. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So anyway, so this would be attached to the hat of a miner, and then they would be able to see around in the dark. Of course, as long as you have plenty of calcium carbide and water, you know, this is pretty much last all day. So look at that. Look how bright that light is. That is so cool. And you can adjust the intensity of the flame with that little valve there, the amount of water that drips down onto it. But that is so cool. Now I'm super excited that I got this working. I don't know if I'm going to do it in this video, but sometime in the future I'm going to take this out into the dark, maybe do a little spelunking, and we'll be able to see how this works underground. I also have this other. So my next project is to attack this this other smaller lantern here, and I'll get that one going as well. So pretty cool. Anyway, if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. It also helps us a lot, and we'll see you in the next one.
Load up the pans and fishing poles. Arlo and I, we hit the open road. Arlo and I.